Make sure that he's...
So we're here in this beautiful palace we call home, Earth, heaven on earth. I truly believe that they brought us here to create heaven on earth. What do you think about that, Jay?
I think that we were brought here to live out an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Very profound and very deep, with such depth that we feel it completely, like all the way from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet and through our soul.
It's
our
beautiful,
heart.
beautiful.
Like the coherence of everything. To live out an experience.
You sound good.
Very profound and...
See, we're in the future. They're in the past.
Oh. Yeah.
Jay's in the past. This is the future. What does that mean?
No, this is the now, and then that over there is the future. Like the coherence. There you go. I'm there now.
The purpose of today's session, as promised, is some tuning the instrument. We tune the instrument for a particular reason. One of the reasons particularly is grounding. In the times of pressure cooker, in the times of turbulence, inner turbulence, or maybe, give me another word here. I'm using turbulence, I'm using pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm. In the times of not knowing exactly how to handle a situation with your children.
Beautiful, beautiful. Or with your friends, with your spouse, with your boss, you, whatever it might be. Tuning the instrument, it's recentering the nervous system, resetting the vagus nerve, and grounding ourselves in stillness, so we can be available to witness instead of partaking into the chaos. Let me be a witness of it. And today we have a very special event, which is the lunar eclipse. Now, remember, we love astrology, but you ask us something about astrology, we're not gonna be straight like, okay, this is what's going on with the planetary world. That's you?
That's George.
Oh, that's George.
Yeah.
We got our good friend George doing some electrician job right now. Thank you, George, for all your love. So once again, we love astrology. We love to, we love Earth, and we also love to see what's beyond, right? And there's no man better to me than Jai Dev when it comes to astrology. Tell me it worked.
No.
Satnam.
I'm gonna go get that electrician
Satnam.
camping down there.
Okay.
He probably, and they could search where it's broken,
Okay, then we'll get that later because we're about to start the session, and I'm gonna have to. My whole focus have to be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, George.
Screwdriver up there.
You got it,
Thank
boss
you.
man. Say hi to all the whole world out there, man. Get a little closer. Get a little closer.
Yeah, we're
get a little
live, yeah.
closer. This is George, my good friend George. Let me tell you about George. George is an amazing man.
Yes, he is.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Now, there's no better man to represent astrology as Jai Dev does. And what I love about Jai Dev that he incorporates yoga. Kriya. Kriya in Spanish would be my sons. Crías. Hey, crías, vengan por acá. In India, Kriya. You love that one? Come on, give me 5, right? Now, we're at like a 90-degree level over here. So we feel the pressure cooker of the heat. And we're kind of thanking Mr. Sun that he's going down already from the day. We are here in the city of Lake Elsinore, where the heat's a little more intense than maybe Los Angeles or San Diego, Long Beach. All right, here's a little more. We're like in the hole of the mountains. So the heat kind of
Closes
storage.
in. Yeah, it like closes in on us.
So
it really
very much
does.
humidity. So we're gonna practice yoga, which Jay wasn't so fond of that, but I wasn't either.
Well,
But
not with the way that it feels hot. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but right now, as I'm really meditating on this, and I'm learning right now in this moment to be okay with this, what this is, and to be appreciative and sit in gratitude that, you know what, whether it's hot or not, to appreciate that I have a physical body, that this vessel is amazing, and that it's gonna do some beautiful work. And it's gonna thank me. My body's gonna say thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this. So
and let me tell you, yes, the intention is tuning the instrument, but really practicing the practice. I love to say that practice the practice. Don't practice for results. Practice for the practice. And here we are in this extreme heat, which is not that much extreme. I mean,
no, I
we,
mean, at least right now we're starting to get a little bit of
yeah,
wind,
yeah.
like a little tiny breeze, like small amount of breeze, but you know, I'll take it. Thank you very
Quick
much.
story. When we met Jai Dev for the first time, thank you, Ankit.
It was really hot.
Super hot in
Yeah.
Joshua Tree. And we did the practice
It was
there.
actually hotter than this,
Super
actually.
hot. No, the heat, the sun was like, shh, and it was
Yes.
packed with people. So it was not only the heat, but the personnel heat too.
Yeah.
And we were rocking it. And
Yeah,
that's,
true.
I mean,
True.
we didn't know how deep the practice went because we were kind of new to it and we were like curious about it. But now we're not curious about it. Now we know how deep the practice is. So is you show up, you face it, you feel it, you observe it, and you create peace through it. So this is the practice for us, creating peace with what is.
And I'd like to say is like getting to being comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because man, that was like, if this feels hot, like that was a whole other kind of leveled up heat.
Heat in the desert, Joshua Tree.
Yes.
So this is not as bad as you think. You know, that's the beauty thing. That's the beauty of our minds, the imagination. You can always think of a thing that was kind of worse, right? Or you can also think of a thing that was kind of better. And it does something. It really does. So just to think, I'm like, damn, I'd rather be here than in Joshua Tree doing this right now. That's just my selective mind choice. Now, saludos a Miriam. Hi, Miriam from Colorado.
Love you.
She was explaining about the lunar eclipse, how you really want to be the witness of what is dying and what's ready to rebirth or to
ready
reborn.
To take birth, no?
Take birth.
Yeah.
Take birth. What do we mean by dying is maybe something, and this is the message that keeps going over and over again. Something that we're ready to let go, to let something new take place. And
Oh, sorry, you just reminded me of the law of even exchange.
Go ahead. Bring it on.
No, he just reminded me of the law of even exchange. We were talking about this last week a little bit, and we're like, what is this law? And I started looking it up, and for the law of even exchange is you give something up to get something. So it kind of reminds me of this right now as he's speaking of this, is like dying, being a witness to something dying, and then also witnessing what is we're giving birth to. You know, it's very similar to that law. Is the even exchange, you're giving something up and you're getting something.
And ask yourselves, what are you willing to give up for this that you want? You know, because it's not just what I want; it's what am I willing to let go to get what I want.
And why? I would also say a good question to ask ourselves is like, why do I want this that I want as well? Because I think, you know, when we ground ourselves to the real power and the trueness of why it is that we want what we want, it makes it just more profound. To kind of put an emphasis for us in the feeling of it, like I really want this because of this, and this, and you put your whole feeling and you pour that out into that, and it just amplifies.
Hey, and sometimes what we want is not what we need.
Yeah.
So we always got to look at different points of views, because it's like, damn, I've been doing all the work for this and I
Oof.
still don't get it. Maybe that's not what we need.
Or when we say, oh God, why this or why that, or universe, whatever choice you want to say. But when we're like basically like asking, why don't we have this that we've been praying for or asking for or manifesting or, you know, affirming, why don't we? Maybe that's not what we need in the moment. Maybe it's not supposed to be here just yet, not just right now. Maybe it's something that's going to come down the line. There's still something that we need to either learn, or in this case, I think, you know, with the lunar eclipse, is like let go of, let go, let die.
Which,
And you know what's so beautiful is we have many times we have to allow parts of us to die because they no longer are in an alignment with who we are and who we are becoming as well. So that's the beautiful part about it as well.
yeah,
You know.
the energies is heightened, not just because of the lunar eclipse,
Yeah, but it has a lot to do with it. Ooh,
but the energies is heightened, especially in this year that we have so many eclipses unfolded. Just a couple weeks we had the solar eclipse, and now back to back we got the lunar eclipse. So the energy is heightened. Things are happening right now. Things are moving because nothing is stagnant. Things are always moving. So this is why we do the practice. So in all that movement, in all that heightenedness, we can center ourselves. And we're about to start in 2 minutes. We can center ourselves into the body and not be out of alignment into anything else. Now, we're very aware, we're not the body, right? We're not the mind, we're not this. We're the observer of things, right? That's my perspective of it. Your perspective could be different than mine. But as I observe the body, I can observe also what's happening within the body. I can observe what happened within the mind. Right now, we're about to get into this session exactly for recentering and grounding. This is grounding purposes. This is like when the grounding hits the positive. You need the positive, you need the negative. Negative is the grounding. The positive is the electricity. Now we're going to use both of those polarities, because everything has polarities in this earth. We're going to use both of those polarities and ground them through stillness, through chaos, through uncomfortableness, and through love. Because love is the answer. Shout outs to Deirdre Selby. Love you, girl. Love is the answer. Deirdre Selby says, love is the offense and love is the defense.
Love you, D.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole purpose. So this is exactly what we're doing. And as Jay says, we love to do these practices for the ripple effects to all humanity itself.
And to the entire galaxy.
Everybody feels the ripple effects from right here, from you, from everyone. The intentions is strong. So as we unite ourselves with the lunar eclipse, we unite for that purpose of love and rippling effects, all of the compassion and passion and all of that stuff. So here we go. Let's get down to business.
Without further ado,
Jaidev, lead us into redemption.
into the beautifulness
Into the beautifulness.
that our bodies are going to feel.
Boom. 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 Okay, we'll take. Now the heat is pretty extreme, so we're gonna shoot for the goal that this device remains cool.
To experience the class with. Second, if you have any pre-existing injuries, please take care of yourself, modify as you need to. Don't risk exacerbating an injury because of a yoga exercise. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions and you're not quite sure if this would be good for you, please consult with your primary healthcare practitioner and make sure it's the right thing for you. Also, make yourself relatively comfortable. You can use a cushion, and in fact we encourage you in our seated positions, meditation practices, to use a cushion. It helps lift the heart up, keep the spine straight, and it's more ideal for the flow of energy in the body and for the meditation experience. You can even be sitting in a chair with feet flat on the floor for those of you that are unable to sit in a meditative sitting posture on the floor. Just use a chair, and for many of the exercises that will work perfectly fine. And then lastly, if you're having any problems with the video streaming, try refreshing the page, or if you see a gear icon on the video, adjust your resolution. If you're new to this type of thing, just take care of yourself. If there's something that you don't quite understand, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Everything that needs to click, everything that needs to a few times of trying it out. Enjoy the experience. We're about to get started in just a moment.
Okay. Trying to see where you go. Where did you go, guy? Ah, okay. Found you.
Greetings, everyone. Blessings on the full moon, blessings on this eclipse time. It's so nice to be here with you. Thank you for being here with us in our Yogini Cave. We're here in Life Force Academy home studios in Northern California, in the beautiful Sierra foothills, coming right to wherever you are on our precious planet in this extraordinary times that we're living through in our lives. And so thank you for being here. All of this is really about keeping our mind good, keeping our body good, keeping our energy good. What do we mean by good? Attuned, well attuned to what our lives are all about. We feel vitality inside of us. We feel there's a relative contentment, santosh, a deeper contentment that comes not from the outer things in our lives going in the way, just the way we hoped they would, but rather knowing that we're okay no matter what. No matter what, there's something inside of us. We are connected, and sometimes maybe we feel disconnected. That's why we say tuning the human instrument, because you can always feel connected if you want, and sometimes we do feel disconnected. But it's not because our connectivity or that which we can connect to has disappeared, but rather sometimes we have obscurations of our mind, we have density and dissonance of the body and the energy system. So you can have harmony or you can have dissonance. And there's a way, sometimes we just kind of, naturally we feel harmony, but not all the time. And sometimes we're feeling more dissonance, and so there's a way that when we're feeling harmony, we can go deeper into the enjoyment and the expansion of it. And yet when we have dissonance in our life, we can tune our instrument, and we can do some practices. This is Kriya, tuning the human instrument. You have the fingers, you have breath, you have the body, the toes, you have the hair on the top of your head, perhaps. other places perhaps, but sensitivity. We are sensitive instruments, the human being. You know, we're not like a grizzly bear with thick fur and his claws or the bear can't even get my trash can open because you put the little lock. You know, it's more dense. The human being is subtle and sensitive. We don't have a tortoise shell. We don't have spikes like a porcupine, but what we do have is sensitivity, and we have our intuition, and we have our creativity, and we have our imagination. And this is what it is to be a human, and to have the moment. For now, we know it. We have the moment. We have achieved the human body, the human instrument, and our lives are precious. Your life is precious. Absolutely. My life is precious. Absolutely. And that's true of all of us. Any living thing, anything that can feel and emote and breathe. We're sensitive creatures, and we're longing for happiness. We're longing to feel loved. We're longing to feel okay. You know, we are. But in order to actually feel it and know it, we have to bring it alive inside of us, and therefore have to purify that which is obstructing it, which is the more dense, more destructive, or even the more misery-producing subconscious habit. So when you have a full moon, everything gets amplified, and when you have an eclipse, everything is also revealed, and you can for yourself reveal the tendencies that are within you that are obstructing your bliss. And that's not always easy to do, but then you have to realize we are not our minds. You know, the tendencies of our emotive body and our mental thinking do not represent the real us, and let's not give ourselves away to that. That the real us is an inner brilliance, is an inner love, an inner creativity, life, light, and love, prana, tejas, and ojas. This is the three magnetic qualities of the nucleus of what some people would call the soul or the atma. It's prana, it's life, and therefore we all have the wish to live. None of us want to pass on. And we will not pass on. We will, although, shed this body. But the you within the you isn't going anywhere. So prana is the first. Second is tejas, light or intelligence. All of us, you're innately intelligent. You have an inner brilliance. Uniquely so. And yet somehow also we're all the same. But our wirings are different, and we balance each other, and together is how we become a whole. And then third is anand, is bliss. Is what really is love. And love, she takes so many forms, doesn't she? Sometimes she takes the form of romance. Sometimes you're in love with your most beautiful newborn child. Like so much you can't even, who can explain what that feels like? Nobody can. It's like, who can explain what it feels like to jump in the ocean unless you've jumped in the ocean and feel it? Who can explain to be bathed in the waters of that type of love? Well, we all somehow actually do know it, because we all come from that. We all were present at our own births, and everyone, you know, who was there is like, it was incredible. And then at some point we will shed this body, you know, but in between those two doors is our life, and here we are. And so connect to that thing that we come from, and also where we're going to, L-O-V-E. And to bring love alive in our bodies and our mind is what happens when you tune the human instrument. It's not fixing something, it's purifying the obstructions from the real us, so that we can, this is the art and the science of Kriya, of yoga. It's not some new age fluff. It's heavy, and it's effective, and it's sophisticated, and it's intelligent, and it's artful. It's not only science, it's just as much artistry to bring it alive in our lives, so you can share the warmth of the heart with another person for no apparent reason whatsoever. And so on, and so on, and so forth. So on this full moon lunar eclipse in Shatabisha Nakshatra, which is the veiling star, where things are revealed, and where things are also healed. It means that 100 physicians. It's a healing star and a revealing star. Its symbol is the empty circle, so it has to do with infinity. That's how you heal. Tap into the infinity field. That's the practice of Kriya. That's what tuning the human instrument is all about. Connect the finite instrument with the infinite field. That's what it's designed to do, and everything recalibrates when we do that. Organs become vital again. Tissue layers filled with good chi and good prana, life force. Tejas, good kind of light and warmth and metabolic strength. And filled with love. Filled with the pleasure, filled with bliss. So yoga practice is not just discipline, it's self-discipline for sure. It's also self-pleasure. Learning how to make sure you're connected. When you connect to the big thing, it's super pleasure. And so put that into the cells of our body. That's what we're here to do. We're going to go on a journey together now. Take care of yourself. Modify anything you need to do. You need to modify. Never exacerbate any injury. If you can't do some of the physical parts, can you at least do the breath with us? Even if you can't do the breath, can you just stay in it with us and just listen? Close your eyes and listen. Listening is the way of bringing the mind into that meditative zone. Not listening to the chatter of the mind. Listening to the sound space and specifically drawing a boundary with the chatter of the mind. So as we begin right now, that will be our real primary way that we anchor in and do this. Your anchor for all of these exercises, first and foremost, is your breath and its rhythm. Secondly, it's listening. And so even if you have to, at some point, disengage one of the physical parts of the exercises, my encouragement is do not disengage the journey. We have this small moment of time with the moon eclipsing. When there's an eclipse, these practices are exponentially more powerful. So let's kind of move into it wisely and stay into it wisely, into it. Intuition is to go into it, not to stay on the surface of things. Okay? So beautiful, friends. Come on your sit bones. Hands are on your shoulders like so. And we're going to begin spinal twists. Inhaling left, exhaling right. My friend Nima here, she's doing the practice. If you're not familiar with the practice, you have the great, beautiful demonstration. And at the end of the day, you're not necessarily moving at her pace. You need to kind of know the general way the Kriya works. Inhaling left, exhaling right. We're letting it swing. We're not controlling it too much. We're kind of helping to make the spine nice and supple, opening up the prana, the life force in the body, putting our body and breath in a synchronized rhythm, closing the eyes down, feeling. Find your own rhythm inside of it. And then to the center, inhale please very deeply. Mula Bandha, that means the rectal sphincter, sex organs, and the navel point up and in. Soften the chest, soften the mind, and then exhale. And let's take our hands to our knees. First couple of little preliminary kriyas, just opening up the channels, centering the prana in the nervous system. Yeah, hands on our knees like... So bounce them up, release them down. Inhaling up, exhale, release. Use a nice, strong, rhythmic breath. Squeeze up, inhale. Exhale. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take your index finger to your thumb, both hands, like so. That's the Gyan Mudra, the wisdom seal. Yeah, these things make a difference. It changes how energy moves through your system. To learn the science of Kriya is a
very magical journey. It takes some little bit of study, but it's inspiring. It makes sense. It's not complicated, but it is very sophisticated. Sophisticated and it's profound, you know, but also quite simple when you learn it. So you take that seal and you lift your heart and shoulders down. And we're going to inhale through the nose, and it's a nice, light, rhythmic breath. It goes. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale. Push the breath all the way out. Out, out, out. Now inhale again. Make it light and rhythmic. Go. Your exhale, inhale are equalized. At first you might focus on the exhale just to hit the rhythm. But make it light enough so that you can make your inhale and exhale equalized. It does be, even though you're going kind of light and maybe even a little soft, it becomes very powerful. It comes from down here below your belly button. Your tongue relaxes. Try to keep your tongue relaxed. Close your eyes. Opening the prana, opening the channels. Go. Through your nose, inhale deepest. Now suspend the breath, lift the rectum, sex organ, navel point. That's Mula Bandha, root lock. Soften the chest, soften the mind. Be very still, 5 more seconds. Through the nose, exhale. Then again, through your nose, inhale deep. Through your nose, exhale. Finish your exhale, push it all out, draw your navel in. Now inhale. And again, go. Lift your heart up tall, shoulders down away from your ears, chin slightly in. One vertical relationship with gravity. Hit the rhythm. Synchronize breath, body, mind. Oh my mind, follow the breath current. Follow the rhythm. Let all these other things just go for right now and kind of revitalize ourselves. Let's lift ourselves up with our own Shakti, our own power, our own energy, our own Chi. Hit the rhythm, go. Through the nose, your deepest inhalation. Please soften the chest. And then soften the gaze up and in between your 2 eyebrows where the root of your nose meets the skull bone. Exhale. Beautiful. Raise your arms up like so. Inhale and just shake them a little. Just kind of distribute the energy around and then come onto your backs. Hug your knees to the chest. Let's prepare to activate the point of the navel. All the 72,000 channels through which our prana, life force, moves begin just below your belly button. The point of the navel, then they go out to your fingers, your toes, top of through the spinal centers, up to the top of the head, etc. This is our instrument. And these are the tuning pegs, so to speak, your navel point being the primary one. So all the martial artists know if you use that, what they
ancient China, the lower dantian. In Japan, the hara. In ancient India, it's the nabi, the navel point. It's the handle of the whip for the martial artist. The tip of the whip is like if they're, with the kick or the punch or the chop. That's just the tip of the whip. The tip of the whip, everyone knows, is totally limp unless the handle pops it. So in the context of Kundalini yoga, Kriya practice, the handle of the whip is below the belly button navel point, but it's not a martial art. It's use the force of that to then open up the Shakti inside, to kind of help oneself connect into the bigger field, and transform your world. Exhale, nose up to the knees. You're going to inhale into the stretch pose. Same breath, pulse the navel, go. Eyes on our big toes. Stronger, almost there. Go, go. Inhale deep. And relax. That was our little warm-up round. Good. Beautiful. Good first round. Now hug your knees to your chest. If that one strained your lower back, this time your hands underneath your butt. Okay? Underneath your butt. Protect your lower back. No straining. Hug the knees to the chest. This time you know what we're doing. Now to actually do it without your mind being a little panicked, You're alright. If you need to rest, you'll rest, but try to actually do it, okay? Exhale, nose up to the knees. Inhale into the posture. Eyes on the toes. Go. See if you can breathe rhythmically and even powerfully while keeping your mind relatively relaxed, focused and relaxed. Pulse the knee. A little stronger now. Go. Pulse the navel, final moments. Inhale very deeply. Pelvic floor in, now navel in, so it shakes in, relax. Yes. With a little bit of regular practice, these exercises become not only very doable, but something that really you can excel with. You can every day connect your whole system together. Can bring up your vital energy. We're talking in like 15 minutes or less. And of course, extended practices are absolutely blissful, but even a little bit goes a long way in terms of keeping the connectivity alive, Then drop into a 2-hour session once a week. Drop into a 90-minute session with us once a week. But a little bit, 10, 15 minutes on the regular. Hug your knees to your chest. Okay, this time we stay in the posture. Exhale, nose up to the knees. And you inhale, stay here, shoulder blades away from your ears. And then inhaling, same breath. Go. And pulse your navel here. It's so healing, actually. If you can heal your digestive system and keep your digestive system not only purified, but balanced and strong and able to digest what comes to you, then your immune system is going to thrive. Then all of the other organs and physiological systems of your body are going to thrive. So this is a healing practice. Pulse your navel. Healing is not something that we do once we're sick, Healing is an always thing. Keeping our vitality alive and thriving. Opening ourselves into our bigger universe, taking care of our hearts, taking care of our mind, expanding our field. Pulse the navel. Inhale, squeeze up. Relax all the way down. Beautiful. Healing doesn't come from, the outer realms, Healing really doesn't even come from ingesting the medicine and the herb. Healing is an inner job. And those are our allies if we take the plant as the herb, or we take the whatever the healing nectar may be. Use our breath as the healing nectar. Use our mind to generate healing nectar. You are that powerful. It's not some esoteric thing. Hug your knees to your chest. But our creativity and imagination, rock and roll along the spine a couple times to come sitting cross-legged, Sukhasana. Our imagination and creativity is often kind of being co-opted, almost hijacked by kind of our negative mind and our worries and our fears or depressed. Kind of the heaviness of yesterday is overpowering our today. And that's all real, and we're all sensitive, and we're all tender, and we're all struggling in many different ways, aren't we? So we have to have compassion for our bodies and compassion for our minds and compassion for each other. Without compassion, to really go this road, none of it will be sustainable. But with compassion, you can travel anywhere. It is the central jewel, bodhicitta, compassion force. So first and foremost, this is it. Then we can expand the field. Then we can heal. Then we can live our lives with great joy. With great courage and great conviction, because we're connected, no? Your thumbs are out, fingers are tucked in, it's the 60-degree angle. And then heart lifted, shoulders released down, chin is in. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades down your back, heart lifted, chin in. Extend through your arms. One more time, same breath. Inhale. And go up. 3 minutes total of 30 seconds have already passed. Your job is, oh my mind, follow the breath rhythm, follow the breath current, listen into the sound space, go into it, into the rhythm we go, breath, body, mind, together. And oh my mind, follow the bliss, follow the breath, follow the prana. Final 90 seconds, I want you to uplift your life. You can move your energy, you can move your life. I want you to kind of use your imagination, use your soulfulness, use your breath and your energy to kind of make yourself shine and nice and strong and luminous and radiant. With the rhythm, go. Visualize a beautiful arc of luminosity connecting your two thumbs. Deeper the rhythm, more luminous, more vibrant, more glorious it becomes. And your whole from the center of you, center of your being, outward like a luminous sphere, like a beautiful love, brilliance, rays, majesticness. Stretch up, 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 up. Stretch. Inhale some more. Up, 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 and relax. Sweep the arms down, relax. Good, beautiful, thank you. Just feel for a moment. Instead of just moving on, just close your eyes for just a moment, just feel. Let your breath flow naturally through your nose. When you're working with the Kriyas like this, sometimes your breath moving naturally is quite slow, and deep, but it doesn't really, we don't want to, in this moment, to take much effort, because the Kriya is kind of tuning the thing, but then to regulate the organism, regulate the breath, regulate the nervous system, regulate the mind, we talk often about regulate the nervous system, but regulate the whole organism, the endocrines, the chi, the magnetism. Regulation of magnetism is balance, strength, brilliance. You do have electromagnetism, we all do. This isn't like new age fluff, And so anyhow, we're going to do one more here, but first actually, why don't you stretch your legs open wide like a V shape. And part of the asanas of Kundalini Yoga Kriya practice is to make sure you're able to sit for longer periods of time so you can do the meditative practice. Inhale to the center, turn to either side and fold. And then inhaling, lift and turn to the other side and fold. And take your time, flex your feet, energy in the toes, yet groin relax. Make sure you're right on your sit bones. You might even use a little folded blanket or cushion. If you want to work with us, if you're newer to this stuff, work with us if it's inspiring you, Let us be your guide on how to learn the fundamentals of this so you have it in your toolkit and you can use it anytime you want for the rest of your life. So valuable. And it speaks for itself. It doesn't require a belief. It doesn't require an ideology. It doesn't require changing a religion or having a religion or anything, Breathe. Fill your body with prana on every inhale. Follow the breath current. Synchronize breath, body and mind. Your breath and body are together, but you have to bring the mind. Blend your mind with the breath. Listen to the breath. Feel the breath and blend your mind with this rhythm. Find the rhythm and feel the rhythm. And be in the rhythm. And listen to the rhythm. You have to give your mind something creative to do. Otherwise, the mind's going to, of course, drift. So be creative inside of the focus, the rhythm and the breath. Be creative with how you get your mind to dwell on the rhythm and the breath, and how deeply you learn to listen. And inhale, center. And exhale, fold. Just relax down for a few moments and relax your groin, relax your mind. Soften that whole very powerful and often sometimes tense area of the groinal area, the pelvic bowl, the sexual force, the eliminating force. Just let that whole area be relaxed and nourished. Shake your legs out. Come back sitting, please. Okay, perfecto. Just one more little Kriya in this sequence. And then we're going to begin our primary meditation for this full moon. And that's where we really work the magic. But first we have to get the chi gathered. That's what we're doing now. We have to get the life force kind of well centralized in our nervous system. Then the mind is way more cooperative and we feel good. We have good vitality, but that's not the ending point. That's, in a certain way, a beginning point to then actually blossom. You know? Use it. Use it for all the things that we already all want, our real heart's wishes, and for our lives. And to learn how to kind of bring them forth. The ones that are really true to your life and really true to your path. And that's why it requires that clarity of mind and clarity of the inner mind. To really be able to sense with authenticity what is it that our life is about, independently of all these circumstances. And to follow that bliss. To follow that path. It's not an easy path. Bliss is not easy always. Sometimes your real dharma of life will cause you to do things that are not the easiest choice, but yet we must. You know, we all know this. So you're going to take your hand, left hand, palm facing down, fingers firm. Right hand, like so, fingers firm. Heart lifts, sit bones pressed down, heart lifts, shoulder blades release. And it's like this, I'll show you. So stay in the posture, and it's a 4-stroke inhalation through the O-shaped mouth, and a 1-stroke exhalation through the O-shaped mouth. Okay? Like this. Push it all out, 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 out. Just like Nima, please, hold the steadiness. Hold the steadiness. You have to pucker your mouth. And at every exhale, it's like a cannon, your diaphragm lifts. This is a Kriya to get out any hidden dis-ease that is within you. Every exhale, like a cannon fire. With every inhale, a powerful stroke. 2 more minutes. Continue. As you exhale and your navel comes in, see if you can feel your energy lift up. Maybe up even to the top of your head, above your head. To the rhythm. Powerful exhales. Push it all out. Then squeeze your spine and squeeze your fingers. Mula Bandha, squeeze. Like a cannon, exhale. Now we raise our arms up to the sky, palms wide open. Inhale through the O-shaped mouth, super deep. Stretch up, 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 up. And then squeeze your whole spinal muscles. Lift the pelvic floor, squeeze up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Like a cannon through your mouth, exhale. Final time, inhale. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Exhale. Slowly, slowly relax. Slowly, slowly relax. Please don't move on to the next thing. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and just feel and feel and feel. And bring in your mind and your heart the wish that you have for your life right now in this season of your life. On this really extraordinary moment, the moon in its total crescendo, the veiling star, the healing star, shadow going across the moon, changing the whole magnetic field of the planet and of each of us in a very subtle yet very real way. So take our heart wish. What is it? How could we sum it up in one word, like love or prosperity or healing? But if you would, please choose one word that represents this bigger, vaster heart wish of yours. Maybe it's very specific. I need to heal. Maybe it's a prosperity. Maybe it's in love. Whatever, love, prosperity, dharma, purpose. Give it a word that you can just simplify and not be intellectual. Not stay up on the intellectual surface, but drop down into the depths of intuitive feeling. And beyond concepts, beyond ideas, and into the very essential energy of life and of our being. And we take our left hand onto our heart center, and we cup our right hand as if we were holding water. And we hold our body nice and tall, creating elegant body language. And we make our mouth once again into a rounded, puckered O shape. And long, slow, and deep, as if we were drinking like an extraordinary, delicious nectar. You inhale through the rounded lips. You want to drink it slow, but you also want to drink it deep and get it all the way into you. And then through the nose is the exhalation, pushing the breath all the way out. The secret to the yogic breathing is finish your exhalations. Do not begin your inhalation till you draw the abdomen in and push all the breath out. Then inhaling through the rounded mouth and exhaling through your nose is the breath for our meditation. And from your heart and from your mind, beam that word that you have chosen. See it before you and drink from its well. Creativity, imagine. Take your imagination back and put it in service of what you wish truly for your life. Be a partner in the creation of your life. Be co-creators with the great, mysterious, infinite field. And love yourself like so. And everyone in your life will benefit from that type of deep, deep self-compassion, self-wisdom, self-love. Drink as long as you can drink. Your inhalation, beaming your mind for a moment more with the letters of that word as the symbol for your heart's wish. let that word now just dissipate beautifully, like leaving only like a rainbow in its wake. Like in perfection, like may it be, so it is. And now enter into the Kriya, which will cause the whole Shakti of the experience to concentrate. So you do that by deeply blending your mind with the point of focus, which is the pranayama, the breath. In the asana, you're holding your posture and your hand is cupped as if, and you imagine actually that is holding like moonlit water. Like the water with like a soma, like a moon luminosity glowing from it. With your left hand on your heart, feeling that luminosity. And drinking the soma, drinking through your rounded lips, like moonlit nectar. Luminosity, please may that be our meditation. And as our mind may wander to and fro, may we continue to bring back our presence and our imagination and our creativity and our concentration to the drinking of the breath, holding the body posture in an elegant language, being perfectly still for just a few minutes, but do not budge. the carrier of your life force prana, that which connects you to all of life. Drink the moonlight. Drink the prana. Keep your body beautifully still. Finishing every exhalation. Every breath fill and so it vibrates your body. Every exhale eliminate everything no longer useful. Push it all out. Then bring the new in. Stay in the position. When you exhale the breath, turn your mouth into a rounded O shape. And it's a rhythmic breath. Light and rhythmic. Exhale, inhale, equal. The breath going. Now switch the hands opposite. Right hand to the heart, left hand cupped. Final 2 minutes of our meditation. Please go completely into the rhythm now. Final stretch. Concentrate the whole thing now. Breath going, and bring your arms out like to the sides, palms facing up. Palms facing up, keep the rhythm. fingers are firm, chin is in, O-shaped puckered mouth, pulse your navel, 60 seconds. Mouth, inhale deep. Make your fingers firm and squeeze your spine. Like a cannon through your mouth, exhale. 2 more times, full presence now, inhale. Lift your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Squeeze the spine and squeeze your fingers like steel. Exhale. Final time. Mula Bandha, squeeze the spine, squeeze the fingers. Listening. Soft and lifted. Relax your arms. Softening the mind. Feeling, listening, being. Allow everything to recalibrate. Final time, bring that word of your heart's wish into your mind, to your feel, to your vision, to your body. And just kind of let it vibrate and let it be there. Let it kind of shine with brilliance and luminosity. Yes. Then just let it kind of once again dissipate, just leaving only like some bliss in its wake, some goodness, some realness. And then we bring all our kind of loved ones into the circle, and we give that kind of same loving wish for the ones whom we hold so dearly in our lives, and then also into the whole field of living beings. And that's how we seal a practice. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam. And that's how we tune our instruments. Take an inhale. And exhale, raise the arms up one last time. And just kind of distribute the energy into the body. Ground it into the body. Here we are. Back together. Back in our lives. Back on the full moon. Back on the tail end of the eclipse season. What a journey it's been. And that's how this stuff is pretty simple in a lot of ways. Learning it is very deep. And it's so profound and sophisticated, actually, that you can study it forever and you'll never come to the ending, because it's always just kind of opening up more deeply, because we are opening up more deeply. It's the experience of the self. It's the experience of our nucleus. It's the adventure of endeavoring to experience the part of ourselves that is deathless, that is timeless. And that, of course, takes away our fears, and our worries. You're going to cut the root fear of the fear of death. That you start to do that so slowly, baby steps. It's love, it's nurturing, it's blossoming, it's expanding, it's realizing that things are already beautiful as they are, Sometimes our mind's perspectives kind of tell us otherwise. And so but we have tools, Kriya practice, where we can tune our instrument and get back to the perspective that we know is true, not because somebody told it to us, but because this is the perspective we are experiencing in ourselves. And so each of us have that autonomy, the power of autonomy. And we use these excellent practices of yoga, of Kundalini yoga. We use these exquisite sound currents. All the music here is Life Force Academy original music. And just beautiful art, and we have the privilege of working, and have for years and years, decades of working with some of the most extraordinary artists, including Simrit and her band, who you hear. So anyhow, I want to personally invite you right now, if you haven't already jumped in for this, there's people all over the world that we've kind of initiated with this eclipse season who are working with us on learning more deeply the science and the art of Kriya, tuning the human instrument. In Kundalini yoga, the practices are done within the context of what we call, and what is known in classical yoga as Kriya, which means really an action, but it's an action with a kind of specific effect and result. The bigger context of Kriya yoga is the effect is to unite the finite instrument with the infinite field, and that's how it gets tuned. But then you have Kriyas for all sorts of things. Kriya for the digestive system, Kriya for the intuition, Kriya for this, Kriya for first thing when you wake up in the morning, Kriya for before you go to bed, etc. But the general practice is using these exercises, just like we've done here, to bring us back to our connectivity point. And that does recalibrate everything. That does revitalize us. That does keep us connected to what we're all about. It doesn't make us passive and indifferent. And in fact, I find quite the opposite. It makes us passionate about what our lives are about, passionate about our children, passionate about our family, passionate about healing relationships that need to be healed. And to be courageous like that. And we are courageous, but sometimes we have to feel connected so we can feel our courage. And to do it, because it's the thing to do. It's the thing that's going to bring you into happiness, in fact, and bring you into prosperity. So I want to personally invite you to be a part of this course. It was filmed just a couple of months ago. We flew into the high Andes of Peru, into extraordinary Cusco, that great ancient Incan capital, and drove down into the Sacred Valley, where we delivered, and it's beautifully filmed, beautifully produced, this body of teachings called Kriya, tuning the human instrument. And if you know Kundalini yoga some already, or even a lot already, it's going to take you deep, I promise. And if you're brand new to it, it will meet you right where you're at, and you will learn in the right way, and at least in this approach of Kriya practice, how to use the bandhas, the different locks, to how to use the mudras, to how to use mantra, to how you use the breath, but really how to synchronize it all together to where it drops the mind from the surface layers deep into the pristine ocean of consciousness, to where dharan, concentration, becomes dhyan, kind of blissful meditation, which becomes samadhi, absorption in the devotion of what your heart is, absorption into the field of love, of what your heart is supremely devoted to, of which is your choosing what your heart is supremely devoted to. It's tuning your instrument for the path that you are already on. It is not joining somebody else's path. So this is available now. We're in the final stretch. We have people, as I mentioned, all over the world doing it. And I would love for you to be a part if you're feeling the call and the inspiration. We've put it together in a way that I think we feel like if you have the wherewithal to do this, I think you'll see that it's a really kind of good offer and a really relatively easy way, if you really want to do this, to do this. And this is something, if you join this course, then it's yours, and it's an asset, and it's something you have forever. This is not the type of thing that you do it once and you're done with it. This is the type of thing that you can revisit, and probably will revisit again and again for inspiration, to take yourself deeper. Once you do it one time, go wait a few months, do it again. It's gonna be like doing it for the first time, except better. These are amazing practices. They're amazing teachings. They're amazing ways to feel good and feel alive and stay healthy in our lives in very trying times. This is how you, not only are trying times okay, but especially in trying times, we will be joyful, we will be blissful. And to know what that means, and know how and that is not turning away from the suffering of life. In fact, turning towards it, because you must. Your joy demands it of you, you know. Your happiness demands it of you. Your love demands it of you. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Love. And our lives, you know, we're here right now, and that's it, you know. We do not know what our future holds in front of us. So if you're feeling this call to do some deep, deep, wonderful work that is healing, and that is blissful, and that is fun and intelligent and inspiring, then I just want to encourage you. Super easy. You don't have to be technologically proficient. You just takes a moment to join and to register. We have a cool team. If you have any questions, let us know. Shoot us an email. Our team will get back to you. We're a small team, but we're mighty, and we'll get back with you. And would love to have you a part of this, the Life Force Academy home course, Kriya, Tuning the Human Instrument. It's an excellent deal right now. You'll see the sale on here. And it's a really great offer. And then look at the bonuses and all of that. Read about it if you wish. Read through the sessions. I think you'll feel inspired, and would love to have you part. If for any reason you get any of our courses also, and then decide that it's not for you, let our team know within 60 days. They'll send you a refund. So it's all good like that. We just want you to do this if you feel inspired to do this. Thank you, beautiful people. I want to thank you for being here again. And blessings to you on the full moon. Blessings to you on this eclipse season. Blessings to you in the season ahead. And all love to you and your family, and all good health and prosperity to you and your family. Thank you so much. Kriya, Tuning the Human Instrument. Check it out. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam.
That was good.
Tuning the instrument.
Tuning the human instrument.
Tuning the human instrument. And I love how he rephrases to tuning the finite body to the infinite body. What does that mean? That means infinite, right? Who we truly are, right? Spirit, so these names that, you know, inner being, the vortex,
The vessel.
the vessel of love, tuning it to the finite body, the limitation, the conceptual mind thinking, tuning it to that, guiding the body to that. So You know, as we do these poses, these kriyas, not Spanish kriya, like, hey kids, kriyas, vénganse para acá. No, like, I had to do it again. Like these kriyas where we hold the body in these certain poses that are very uncomfortable. And then we also get challenged with all these ants crawling on us, right? And then the birds are wild. Beyond all that, we stay in stillness through that, holding these poses. And then the mind starts wondering in a way where, okay, we've been here for a couple minutes. My shoulders are getting tired or they're starting to burn. Can we settle down this posture and get back to our comfortable self? See, this is what I want to say. Inspiration, completely.
Okay.
We're spoiled. We're spoiled beyond measure. To the point where when we feel the unspoiledness, we want to be spoiled again. We have all these comfortabilities like AC, right? Food places anywhere. Roads that unite us from point A to point B. Beautiful vehicles. Jet skis, boats. Clothes, anything like. We have so much clothes that we might be like, I don't know what to wear. But my closet's filled with stuff. So, this is a perspective that I hold, that I'm so spoiled to ground myself in that and say, wow, okay, I get that, appreciation for that. Now, how can I feel the uncomfortableness and make it comfortable without the spoiledness and put myself in a very challenging position? Put myself in a challenging position. Not that the challenge comes up and all of a sudden I'm faced with a challenge. No, I put myself in the challenge to appreciate the comfortableness that I've lived through. Now, there's many places where people might not have the luxury as I have, as you have, as Jay has. And that's always a reflection to make, because sometimes I see them and they're living super joyful. And then I look inward and I said, wow, you're making a big fuss over this when they're super joyful over there with damn nearly 1% of what you got. So this is just an introspection, a reflection that I like to express about, because we are very prosperous. We're very prosperous. We have everything. And today I just want to say, as we do this practice, to trust the practice. Trust your challenges. Trust your pressure cookers. Trust the heat of the moment. Trust the uncomfortableness. Trust it. Because we will always make a way for the abundance that we are. We'll always connect to that infinite field. One way or another. Through suffering or through another way. There's always a way to connect to the infinite field of potential that we are. Jay, you want to express something in this practice? This is kind of what I got going on with this practice right now.
Yeah, you took some inspired action there. That was great.
Yeah.
Some inspired action from his inspiration. I just would like to say that these practices, for me, they feel great because they don't feel great sometimes. But through that, I'm able to challenge my body, more than anything, like challenge my back, because that's where I feel it the most when I'm working through this. And I already know why, you know, all of the stuff in my back, but it's great to challenge my body and to go a little bit more than the previous time. I think it should be okay. Yeah. And I think that's really all I want to say is just to, it feels really good to challenge the physical body against what our mind is saying sometimes. And I love something that, now that I said the mind, it kind of reminded me of something that Jai Dev touched on, kind of like at the beginning when he said, when he was talking about the mind. Our mind is amazing. It's such a great place, and our mind can also work against us. So it's really important when Jaidev said ground yourself. So that grounding is very important so that we can have that coherence between our spirit, our mind, our heart, our physical body, which is our vessel. When we can ground ourselves and get connected that way, so that way it's not just, we realize that it's not just our mind. And whenever, you know, we're having those moments where our mind is more towards like the negative instead of the positive, then realizing that that's not us. That is not us. That is just a story. That is just something that we're saying at the moment, but don't take it so seriously. Realize that the mind is powerful, but just don't take it so seriously, because we have to really find ways to connect everything about us. Everything. What I just like what I said, the mind, the heart, the spirit, and the physical body. It's like not one single part can work alone. It needs all of this. It needs all of this beautifulness to work together.
And to add to that, as Jay Dev said, get back to the perspective that which you know is true. So as Jay's saying that, you know, how do we do that? You got your truth, we got our truth, right? My truth might not be with your truth, but there's still compassion through that, and show each other that kindness.
You just brought something that I don't want to lose when you said that.
Go ahead.
Man, when he said that, it just brought to me the one way that I have learned that I'm practicing currently is that I have learned to challenge the stories or the mind, is to simply just ask yourself the question. So for example, for me to just ask myself the questions, you know, when my mind is saying this and that, then for me to ask myself the question, is it true? Is that true? And start asking more questions from that question, and challenge that mindset. Really challenge that mindset, not just allowing it to be and to just flow and continue to do, you know, and to create this energy, but to challenge it, to be able to, you said something earlier on before we got started with Jaidev, when you were talking about, you said something like, man, my popcorn brain is going crazy right now. It comes in and then it leaves, and then it comes in and then it leaves, and I kind of like, I feel like I want to say it, but then it like leaves again. But it's really like us challenging our mind and our truths, and really what is true. And I think that what is true is what really feels, you know, what really feels like it's the truth in all of us, like in our nervous system, what feels true in our minds, connected with our heart and everything. There was something else that I was going to touch on and it left, guys, but yeah. So go ahead and jump in, because I can't remember what else I was going to say.
Oh, my mind. Jaidev represents it that way. That when we feel that pressure cooker, especially if we're holding the Kriyas for quite some time. Oh, my mind. So as Jay's saying, things pop up in my mind and I question my own thoughts, like I question my beliefs, I question that perspective, I question that challenge. I could make it fun and say, "Oh, my mind, you're doing what you're meant to do, right?" And now I can ask those qualifying questions: is this aligned to my values? Is this aligned to my belief system now that I abide by? Remember, we came here, we learn, and then we unlearn, and then we relearn to how we want to live.
Like, or asking, is this really true? So if, for example, if I have a thought that's saying that in my thought is I'm not good enough, for example, then I'll challenge that supposed truth that is in my mind in the moment by, what evidence do I have that I'm not good enough? What evidence supports that thought? And then I would start bringing maybe some things into my mind, memories, situations, things that I've done that either support it as evidence, like it is true or it's not true. And that's where it helps to challenge that thought. Because, really with the thought, from that thought, then it comes more thoughts sometimes if we don't challenge it and try to find the evidence to support it. And we get more thoughts that then becomes a belief. Right? So it's like all these different thoughts, and then we then create a belief system in there, where to the point that now it's my truth.
Yes.
That now it's my truth, and so in reality, it's really not my truth. I don't align with that, but that thought came in, so it's important for me to stay aware and to challenge that thought, so that I don't continue to build momentum with that thought, and then more thoughts, and then it kind of becomes a part of my belief system.
It is said that a belief is only a thought we continue to think about over and over and over again. So as our good friend John Ashraf says, to rewrite your story or to do something new, you got to continue to do something over and over and over again. They say 21 days to create a new habit. No.
It's longer than that for the neurons, right? Do you remember the days? To rewire?
21 days is to get started, and then
Just to create a habit.
it never stops.
But what about how long does it take for you to actually like rewire up here?
Years.
I mean, so, it's funny because that part is funny.
90 days, 365 days. At 90 days, I'm barely getting warmed up. At 365 days, okay, I'm starting to get immune to this. At 2 years from now, okay, now I'm starting to ingrain this a little more. But it doesn't stop. We can never get it done. And we can never get it
Wrong?
so we keep moving forward with understanding. This is the key word, understanding.
And what is understanding? Standing under.
Standing under,
Standing
right?
under.
And really looking at beyond the veil,
Yeah.
beyond the finite instrument, and tuning in that finite instrument through the infinite instrument, the infinite supply that's always available to us, always available to us. Now, the question I want to leave us with is, are we available to it?
No, I don't want to be available to it. That's the scary clown.
You
I'm
love
just kidding.
that. Are we available to it? Not the clown, but to we want to continue to live a healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle is in all areas of our lives. Relationships, animal kingdom that are going wild right now. They're laughing over there. These guys been laughing with us the whole practice, kind of saying, ha, 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 you suckers. No, I'm just kidding. But we're about to get up from this ant dent that we're sitting in, all right? These ants, this is a good reflection also. I'm a man of reflection. So as I try to just shine them off, more come. So what? All right, ants, go ahead. Do your thing.
Yeah, I tried that, and then they keep
Get all
hitting
on
me.
us. Get all on us.
No.
Let it be. That is a practice for today. Thank you for joining us. If you're still here, this is recorded. Try it again. Jai Dev. We share Jai Dev's material because we share people that we look up to, that we admire. So here in Empower Living, JRY, it's like we're the octopus, right? And our arms are just spreading through all areas of life, all foundations of life, everyone's perspectives and beliefs, and we bring them towards us too, so we can
Yeah.
incorporate that practice because their practice matters. So therefore, we share their practice, and boom, and all that we share our own practices, and it's just a practice sharing because we care.
It's a practice fiesta.
It's a practice
party.
fiesta.
Practice party.
So we're very committed to sharing this and using technology, right? There's a lot of information out there. All right, well, let's pour some more information on our behalf. Let's spread the wealth, right? This is us spreading the wealth. Whatever tunes your instrument, you know how it feels, so therefore you know what results you get by how you feel, because definitely we live in a vibrational, emotional world. This thing is emotion. Motion, emotions in motion. Our emotions make our world go round. Follow your bliss. Take care of how you feel. Expansion over contraction, or contraction before expansion. As our good friend Larissa Stowe says, shout outs to Larissa Stowe and the Shakti Tribe Warriors. We're in this together, and we're going to continue to share what we believe is beneficial for a beautiful lifestyle. La vida bonita, a beautiful life.
Life is beautiful. And to contribute to add pluses, you know, add pluses to the world and send out things that are gonna nurture your vessel. So thank you all.
Shout outs to my brother Ankit.
Ankit.
Everybody out there, shout outs to all of you. Much love here from Empower Living JRY. We will continue to spread the word, spread the love. That is what we're committed to. We're not interested in doing this. We're committed to doing this. So every day we go through what we go through, and we remember our trueness, and we return to source with that. And whatever we go through, let's not, we're far from perfect. But we do love to incorporate the practice into our daily life to reflect, introspect, and implement what needed to be implemented. All right. We'll call it right there.
Bye, everybody. Love, 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 and more love.